What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advance Sports Talk. Yeah, I know. I try to keep my studio vibe different from my car vibe, but today I felt like melding them together. So we got all right. So I realized that I did not break down either of the Buccaneers' losses. I mean, I did a couple of shorts where I mentioned them, but yeah. So in either case, even though I would have loved to have those wins on our record, they were good losses. They were losses to elite teams. The Green Bay loss was a little bit more sour than the Kansas City loss, because I feel as though if you hold Aaron Rodgers to 14 points for most of the game, then you gotta win. So, but in any case, all right. So we're gonna talk about the Packers first, because we had two home games. We hosted them back to back. We hosted the Packers, then we hosted Kansas City. So the Packers we hosted because they was really trying to absolve themselves of that championship loss. Yeah. So that for whatever reason, for the past 3 to 4 weeks, we've been trying to figure out exactly what it was that was causing the offense to not click. And for the most part, we now know what that is. Because it wasn't the fact that we had receivers get hurt. We had receivers get hurt in weeks 2 and 3. Week 4, we got everybody back. But week 1 we had everybody, obviously. But we were struggling to move the ball. And the thing is that with Green Bay, they jumped out on us, and we had to rally back. But for the majority of the game, they was stuck at 14. They couldn't do nothing. So all in all, we had to come back. We had to rally back and get a 2-point conversion. And the 2-point conversion is actually what ended up not we ended up not getting that 2-point conversion to tie the game up at the end. So yeah. Now Aaron Rodgers said that that when they came in, they expected to get 21, but they ended up winning with 14. So yeah, but yeah, it was clearly a psychological thing with Tom. I haven't heard any official report on that. That's just my personal experience, or that's my personal opinion or analysis that I've seen, especially with the aforementioned subject, because I said I wasn't going to talk about it after my video, but that could have definitely affected Tom in a negative way, because normally he'll be able to pick defenses apart. I thought that it was a case where maybe because this is his last year, this is where his age is starting to show, but no, the Kansas City game proved that, but and then even in the shade of the we saw glimpses of it in the first 3 games, so like he would have one amazing drive that would end in a touchdown, and that one touchdown would be enough to put us over and put the game away. Luckily, in week 1, we had our defense scored a touchdown. Or was that week 2? I think it was week 2. Week 2, our defense scored a touchdown. And yeah, week 3, or was it week 3? Somehow we got a pick 6. I know Man, I know our defense showed out in week 1, but yeah, week 1, week 2, and yeah, we had but in any case, that's neither here nor there. So the Packers ended up beating us by 2 points. So with them beating us by 2 points, that now we know that we can hang with elites. And the thing is that Tom Brady had almost did it on that last drive. You know, we got the touchdown, and we was about to. We had kicked 2 field goals. Yeah, that's what it was. We kicked 2 field goals. So when we got the touchdown, we had to get a 2-point conversion to even it up. So to make it 14-14. And we ended up not getting it because of the delay of game, and our rookie center would not wouldn't snap the ball, especially I don't know. We was at home field, so it's not like it was loud. Like he just missed the cues. So we ended up so that pushed us back even further. Then it was bad. But in any case, then what happened in Kansas City, there's nothing explaining what happened in Kansas City. There's no need to explain. They whooped our ass, point blank. Point blank, straight to the point. So yeah, they whooped on us. And once again, same situation, almost exactly the same situation as when they faced it the last time they faced us in the regular season. We couldn't move the ball in the first half at all, and we couldn't move the ball partially in the second half. So, but yeah, clearly, Brady's head was not in the game, and none of this off-field shit is helping. Especially the shit with AB. By the way, AB, you a clown for that shit. But yeah, so yeah. Any case, the Bucks really got some. They gotta iron some shit out. But I think now Brady's gotten the fire lit under his ass. And I'll say this, I feel sorry for the Falcons. Now, don't get me wrong, the Falcons can beat us. They can beat us, because Marcus Mariota was a starting quarterback at one point. But we can't let up on them. Uh-oh. Somebody was in the emergency lane, but anyway. We can't let up on them. But yeah, I think this seeing the things that Patrick Mahomes did in that game was amazing, and it was almost poetic justice, really, because what happened to them in the Super Bowl, it was the exact flip of what happened in the Super Bowl. I'm just glad that it happened in the Super Bowl and not regular season. So they were missing a good portion of their offensive line. Now, this time we were missing a good portion of their offensive line, and their offensive line was healthy. So now, first off, and then another thing, where did that defense come from? Oh man, they was rushing the quarterback and everything, or maybe it's the fact is, the defense showed out the way that they did because of our offensive line, so I don't know, who knows, but fact of the matter is that they got the win. I would rather have these losses now, early in the season, than getting them late in the season when they absolutely matter. Because what it all boils down to is nobody is going to remember how you started. Think about it. The last time Tom Brady lost in a Super Bowl, it wasn't the last time. I'm sorry. The last time the Giants beat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, they started the season faking injuries. Nobody remember that shit. I do. But yeah, so I would rather have these losses now in the first quarter of the season rather than having them later when there's a tally up and then the math sorts itself out and we know exactly how many games that we need to get in the playoffs, and we don't make those motherfuckers. So yeah, that's very very key. But like Patrick Mahomes is just phenomenal. And you know what, like I know he took that big deal and that pretty much screwed them up with Tyreek, but they just lost an elite receiver. They still got Travis Kelce, and they got a couple of draft picks, and then they have who do they have? They got they got MVS and they got somebody else. I know they got Sky Moore, but yeah, like they got they got young at wide receiver. So now they got time to build another Tyreek. The Packers, they drafted Romeo Doubs, and they got, I can't think of the other receiver's name. Oh, of course. Yeah, and of course they got Alan Lazard. There's a third guy. I just don't, the depth chart doesn't come to mind at the moment. But, those two, like Alan Lazard finally got his, he got his time to shine in the light, to step into the light. So he's got that going for him. And now there's Romeo Doubs. He's Aaron Rodgers is starting to gravitate more towards him, giving him a larger target share, so he's stepping up as a rookie. So he's got those. But hey, enough about those guys. It's about the Bucs. All right, now Godwin came back. Godwin may have gotten hurt again. Yeah. That's not good. but I think I should have looked at the injury report before I did this. But I'm gonna do another injury. I'm gonna do an injury report. I know Evans came back. Julio came back. So we had all of our talent back for this game, but yet we still could not move the ball. And I don't think it was that their defense was that much better. It's just that, like, our heads wasn't in the game. So yeah, and then it's like when you get frustrated. See, in the gaming world, there's this thing called tilt that sets in. Tilt is basically like, if you let's say you have a drink sitting on a table, and I tilt the table and the drink falls off. Like, so basically, tilt is like when you lose or you're losing, and you just can't shake that feeling. You can't shake that, all right, man, I'm losing. And it's like you can't get it out of your head. You can't get back in rhythm to try to, you can't get back in rhythm so that you can win. So then what ends up happening, the only way to shake it at that point is to walk away. Or in this case, get to the end of the game. Get to the end of the game, reset reset, get yourself back to zero, and then go back out and try to try again. So oh man, but yeah, so hopefully the Bucs can get back in gear. We can get this offense clicking. We got all of our pieces back, pending Godwin, pending Julio, because I don't know where they're standing at with their injuries, but yeah, it's all gonna click. We're gonna get it right. But in any case, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything.